keep my shoes polished and my bourbon cold. A suit of silk for a story that's getting old. I climbed the mountains built of iron and bone. Sat on a velvet seat, but I sat there all alone. They call me the king, they call me the ghost. I'm the man who provides what the city needs most. I can stop a bullet with a look from my eye, but I couldn't stop the way you said goodbye. The shadows are long on the Vegas Strip. The taste of copper is on my lip. I got the world in the palm of my hand, but it's slipping away like desert sand. Oh, I built an empire out of blood and stone. I called a name that the devil would own. I'm a mountain of a man, a titan, a king, but power don't mean a goddamn thing when the lights go dark and the ghosts come free. All my strength, no, it didn't save me. No, it didn't save me. I remember the way your dress hit the floor. A different kind of peace, worth fighting for. I tried to buy the sun to keep you in the light, but I'm a creature of the shade, a product of the night. My knuckles are scarred, my conscience is clean. I'm the finest gentleman this gutter's ever seen. I can break a man's spirit with a single word, but I'm crying out a name that'll never be heard. Yeah, the engine is humming a low, dark blues. I'm wearing the crown, but I'm destined to lose. I got the keys to every locked door, but I don't know what I'm opening them for. The devil would own. I'm a mountain of a man, a pattern, a king, but power don't mean a goddamn thing when the lights go dark and the ghosts come free. Oh, my strength, no, it didn't save me. They say the strong survive, but they don't tell you what's left after the surviving. I can move the stars, I can stop the clock, but I can't move the weight of your heart off of mine. Yeah! Titan, a king, but power don't mean a goddamn thing when the lights go dark and the ghosts come free. All my strength, no, it didn't save me. It didn't save me from the silence. It didn't save me from the rain. Just a powerful man with a power pain. Strength didn't save me. Strength didn't save me. Strength didn't save me. Silk lining on a heavy coat, a razor tucked inside a velvet throat. I keep the chaos in a polished crease, a violent man just looking for some peace. The desert sun is sinking like a stone. I built this empire, but I sit alone. I'm the king of shadows, the lord of the grind, a gentleman's mask on a lifetime of crime. Every bridge I crossed, I make sure not to turn. But you're the ghost in the passenger seat, the only rhythm that my heart can't beat. Oh, it's a controlled suffering. The crown is heavy and the bells won't ring. I've got the world in the palm of my hand, but I'm just a man built on shifting sand. I'm a lion in a suit, I'm a wolf in the rain, master of the silence but a slave to the pain. Hey, I'm dying for your love, I'm the king of nothing, living in this beautiful controlled suffering. I never thought I'd ever want this much. You were the bullet that I didn't see, the only thing that ever leveled me. I washed the blood off with expensive wine, counting the scars on this heart of mine. A gentleman bows while the world goes black. I'm walking forward but I'm looking back. I could burn this city to the ground tonight. I could end the war, I could stop the fight, but I can't stop the way I ache for you. There's no armor for a soul this blue. It's a controlled suffering. The crown is heavy and the bells won't ring. I've got the world in the palm of my hand, but I'm just a man built on shifting sand. I'm a lion in a suit, I'm a wolf in the rain, master of the silence but a slave to the pain. Yeah, I'm dying for your love, I'm the king of nothing, living in this beautiful controlled suffering. it together. I keep it controlled. A heart made of iron, with a hole in the gold. It's a long walk home in these shoes, controlled suffering. The chrome was cold, the desert air was dying. I watched the vultures circle in the neon sign. I had the heavy steel tucked neatly in my silk, and enough ghosts behind me to turn the water into milk. I walked into the room where you were holding his hand, a king without a kingdom, sinking in the sand. The boys were in the shadows, waiting for the word to turn the silence into something never heard. My knuckles wanted blood, my heart wanted a prayer, the smell of cheap cologne and betrayal in the air. I could have leveled every wall, I could have left a scar, but a lion doesn't roar just to prove who we are. And I stayed polite, I kept my temper tucked behind a gentleman's light, while the gangster in my chest was screaming for the night. I could have burned the world to keep your memory bright, but I tipped my hat, I walked into the white. Yeah, I stay polite. You looked at me with pity, or maybe it was fear, the kind of look that kills a man who's held his honor dear. He started talking big like he owned the very floor. I've ended men for less behind a closed down warehouse door, but I just tasted copper and I swallowed down the pride, thinking about the Sunday mornings when you were on my side. I didn't raise my voice, I didn't blink an eye, just watched my whole damn universe say a quiet goodbye. The power isn't in the trigger or the blade, it's the dignity you keep when the debts are never paid. I had 1,000 bullets, but not a single word. The loudest scream is the one that's never heard. And I stayed polite. I kept my temper tucked behind a gentleman's lie, while the gangster in my chest was screaming for the night. I could have burned the world to keep your memory bright, but I tipped my hat, I walked into the white. Yeah, I stay polite. Yeah, I stay polite. It's a heavy kind of powerful to let the lady go, to be the monster in the suit that nobody will know. I'm a desert rock, I'm a shadow in the rain, a high-class suit over low-class pain. I stay polite. While I was dying, I stayed polite. To the Cadillac, the engine hummed a tune, a lonely silhouette beneath a blood-red moon. I could have been a villain, I could have been a king, but I chose to be the man who didn't feel a thing. Yeah, I stay polite. Check the tab, leave the tip, drive away. Cufflinks shining in the dashboard light, black silk suit for a velvet night. I got the city in my pocket, keys to the throne, but I'm driving this Cadillac all alone. The desert wind's got a story to tell about a gentleman walking through the gates of hell. I keep my shoes polished and my trigger finger light, but I'm losing the only war I came to fight. They call me the king, they call me the ghost, but I'm the man who's haunted by what he loves most. A heavy hand in a tailored sleeve, giving her reasons she ought to leave. And the damage rang like a funeral bell, a story that the shadows are dying to tell. Powerful hands, but a heart made of glass, watching the ghost of our better days pass. It's a gritty kind of love, it's a noir kind of pain, washing my sins in the desert rain. Yeah, the damage rain, and it's calling my name. She was the morning in a world of gray, I was a storm that wouldn't go away. I offered her diamonds, I offered her leave. She gave me the truth that I never had read. I'm a gentleman, darling, until the lights go dim, and I'm the monster underneath the rim. I built us a fortress with walls 10 feet high, but I forgot to build a way to see the sky. Final scene, the engine is screaming, the air is lean. I burned down the empire, trading the gold, just to have a hand that was warm to hold. But the sirens are waiting, the sky's turning red, and the power feels empty with the words we left unsaid. Yeah, the damage rang like a funeral bell, a story that the shadows are dying to tell. Powerful hands, but a heart made of glass, watching the ghost of our better days pass. It's a gritty kind of love, it's a noir kind of pain, washing my sins in the desert rain. Yeah, the damage rang, and it's calling my name. Damage rain, the silence of the canyon, damage rain. Still a gentleman in the dark. I got silver in my pocket, but lead inside my chest. A gentleman's tuxedo hides the wildness and the rest. The city lights are bleeding, neon crimson on the street. I'm the king of every shadow, but I'm tasting my defeat. I bought the silence of the judges, I bought the silence of the queen, but I couldn't buy the silence that you took away from me. secret I can't keep. Across this desert highway where the ghosts of giants sleep, I'm powerful enough to break a kingdom with a knife, but I'm small enough to tremble at the hollowed out hand of God. Oh, it's a silence lost, the roar of what we were, a grit-stained anthem for the ghost of him and her. I'm alive in a suit of armor, weeping in the rain, with 1,000 miles of empire and an ocean full of pain. Yeah, I conquered every mountain, I won the dirty frost, but I'm dying in the echo of the silence lost. They call me sir in whispers, they move when I walk in. They don't see the canyon where your laughter should have been. I used to thrive in shadows, I used to love the dark, but now the quiet is a bullet that always finds its mark. I'm a gangster of the spirit, a highwayman of grace, searching for a holy thing in this God-forsaken place. Blood on the roses, silk on the thorns. The man I became is the one that she mourns. I got the world in my palm, so why is it so cold? I sold my soul for the glitter, now I'm buried in the gold. A grit-stained anthem for the ghost of him and her. I'm a lion in a suit of armor, weeping in the rain, with 1,000 miles of empire and an ocean full of pain. Yeah, I conquered every mountain, I won the dirty frost, but I'm dying in the echo of the silence lost. something still alive, this Italian silk. It's a heavy shroud in a room full of ghosts. I'm screaming out loud. The desert wind tastes like copper and dust. Building an empire on blood and on trust. But the throne is cold and the wine is sour, and I'm counting the minutes to the witching hour. They call me your king, they bow to the name, but I'm just a man standing close to the flame. I got a pocket full of gold and a soul full of lead, walking the line between the living and dead. This is a gentleman's longing, a gangster's grief, a lifetime of power for a moment of peace. I burn down the city, I stop every clock just to hear your key turning inside the lock. Yeah, I'm the shadow in the suit, the wolf at the door, but I'm just a beggar for the love I bore. A heavy crown, a jagged ring, God, it's a long thing, this gentleman longing. This gentleman longing. I remember the way the neon hit your hair before I chose the light, before the cold despair. Now I'm washing the crimson off my knuckles in the sink, staring at the man I hate while I take another drink. I sent you roses from a ghost, no name on the card, living behind fences and 1,000-yard guard. I own the streets, I own the night, but I'm terrified of the morning light. I'm a saint in the parlor, I'm a devil in the street. I got the world at my mercy, but I'm down at your feet. Take it all, take the money, take the power, take the heat. I just wanna be the man you used to meet. In this gentleman's longing, this gangster's grief, a lifetime of power for a moment of peace. I'd burn down the city, I'd stop every clock just to hear your key turning inside the lock. Yeah, I'm the shadow in the suit, the wolf at the door, but I'm just a beggar for the love I bore. A heavy crown, a jagged ring, God, it's a lonely thing, this gentleman longing. This gentleman longing. This gentleman longing. This gentleman longing. One more cigarette for the road, one more secret to add to the load. Gentlemen, the suit is short, but the heart is great. Driving to the dawn till the world dies away. Fade out in the haunting, distant harmonica, and the sound of a heavy V8 engine receding into the desert night. I fixed the collar on my silk line coat. with a prayer for the dead stuck in my throat. The city's a graveyard, the neon is dim. I'm drinking the moonlight right up to the brim. I won every gamble, I broke every hand. Build me a kingdom on shifting red sand. They call me a son while they tremble in fear, but I trade all this iron for one salty tear. The chrome on the bumper is reflecting the sun. I'm cleaning the barrel, have a chrome-plated gun, a gentleman's silence, a predator's grace, but I still see the ghost of your smile in this place. All the money came back and the power remained. The enemies fell and the rivers were stained. I bought the whole world with the blood of my own, but when the smoke cleared, love stayed gone. Yeah, the empire rose, but I sit on a throne of beautiful nothing, 'cause love stayed gone. I walk through the valley where the shadows are tall, waiting for someone to witness my fall. I kept my word like a code written in stone, but a man is a pauper when he's truly alone. I remember the perfume, the scent of the rain, before I grew careless and married the pain. And now I'm the king of the dead and the dark, with a hole in my chest where you left your mom. Stop the car in the desert, let the edge myself clear, with no heart left to mend. All the money came back and the power remained. The enemies fell and the rivers were stained. I bought the whole world with the blood of my own. But when the smoke cleared, love stayed gone. Yeah, the empire rose, but I sit on a throne of beautiful nothing. 'Cause love stayed gone, like a desert wind through the ribs of a ghost. Love stayed gone. The one thing I wanted, the thing I miss most. I got the crown, baby, but the palace is empty. Stay gone. Gone.
The silk tie is straight, but the air is getting thin. Got the city in my pocket, but the desert's under my skin. The Chardonnay is cold, the barrel of the 45 is warm. I'm the king of the wreckage, the quiet for the storm. I poured a glass for two, but I'm drinking for the ghost of the woman who loved the man, not the one who ruled the coast. My shoes are polished mirrors, reflecting the hollow sky. A gentleman's salute to a love I let die. The shadows in this mansion are getting taller than the walls. I can hear your perfume echoing through the marble halls. It's a heavy kind of silence, a weight I can't outrun. It's a slow tempo absence, a rhythm made of lead. I'm powerful and dying with a crown upon my head. I could burn this whole world down just to see your silhouette, but the smoke just spells your name in a way I can't forget. Yeah, it's a grit-stained, heartache and war-stained blue. I'm a king in a kingdom that's missing you. I saw your face in the heat haze, out past the neon signs, where the asphalt meets the dust. and the law forgets the lines. I got soldiers on the corner, I've got blood on the payroll, but there's a missing piece of silver in the ledger of my soul. I remember how you'd laugh when I played the tough guy role. Now I'm just a statue standing guard over a hole. The power feels like gravity dragging me to the floor. A gentleman don't beg, but I'm shaking at your door. It's a slow tempo absence, a rhythm made of lead. I'm powerful and dying with a crown upon my head. I could burn this whole world down just to see your silhouette, but the smoke just spells your name in a way I can't forget. Yeah, it's a grit-stained heartache, a north-stained blue. I'm a king in a kingdom that's missing you.